So we were talking before the show. Tell us a little bit about your story.
Okay, great. So I started No College Mandates a little over a year ago. I've got a college sophomore and I've got a senior in high school. And when vaccine mandates, most especially, rolled out for college students last year, some of them started as early as the early summer, even the spring. Colleges were announcing students needed to be mandated, and this is not all colleges. It's about 1,000 colleges and about 300 or so colleges on top of those 1,000 mandate a booster, and then about 20 colleges mandate a second booster or bivalent booster. So we're talking not even the majority of colleges in the United States, but we are talking the most highly ranked, if there is such a thing, or what they call themselves, the most elite of the colleges, some of the biggest college systems, they all mandate vaccines. So last summer, I just thought, there's no way, not for this young, healthy population, not really for anybody, but I needed and wanted to focus my mission most especially on this young, healthy adult population. I just don't think vaccines should ever be a mandate. I especially don't think it for the college cohort or anybody younger. They just don't need this medical treatment. They are not given informed consent, so they have no idea what, for the most part, they were all just following a narrative and following the propaganda. And, at this point too, the majority of them have already gotten, and yet these colleges are still forcing boosters on top of, and they're making up their own rules, Shawn. So they're saying things like, well, if you had 60 days ago, you're eligible for a booster. Says who? Right? Says who? Here's where we're seeing a lot of damage and we're seeing a lot of injury. Students that have had, and then they're getting boosters following recovery of an infection. Yet the colleges won't back off. You still need primary series, which is outdated at this point. If they got my monovalent booster, that is no longer available. Now bivalent booster is available, and there's an argument that that's obsolete at this point. So the whole thing's crazy. It was crazy from the day they announced vaccine mandates, and it's still crazy. What we have seen, and we'll probably talk about this a little later on in the show, is we've seen some movement. Not a lot, not as quickly as we'd like it to be, but there are colleges that are dropping vaccine mandates. There are colleges that are dropping booster mandates. We think that we have a lot to do with that because we've got an active and vibrant parent, student, faculty, MD community, and we've been pushing back since day one and letting them know this is not okay. Through letter efforts, Line Act campaigns, phone call campaigns, this is not okay. It is not okay to strip these students of their medical choice, of medical freedom. They were never given informed consent, and it absolutely needs to be restored.